is destructive. The Japanese added lots of energy to Pearl Harbor, didn't organize a thing. We turned around and added lots of energy to Japan and didn't organize a thing with the atomic bomb. Adding energy does not organize a thing. Adding energy to the sun adds energy to the earth. It destroys the roof on your house. It'll eventually destroy the house. It'll destroy the roof on your car. It'll destroy the paint job on your car. Sunlight is destructive to everything except chlorophyll. And chlorophyll is an incredibly complex design mechanism to utilize the sunlight. So, second law of thermodynamics does apply, and evolution violates that. And if we have time, that's why I think go point by point instead of these dumb rules. I'll be able to show you. Time is up. See?
You may as well keep the mic there.
Pardon?
You may as well keep the mic.
Keep the mic, okay.
Next question's for you. Doesn't it take longer than 6,000 years to form a diamond?
Doesn't it take longer than 6,000 years to form a diamond? Superman does it in a few seconds. It either takes lots of time or lots of pressure. Most diamonds are found in what's called blue ground, which is in the neck of extinct volcanoes. The volcano puts an enormous amount of pressure out. Ask the folks who live near Mount St. Helens. Blows rocks the size of this building, several miles away. So I think probably diamonds were formed from coal near volcanoes. That's my theory on that. I don't know that anybody knows for sure how diamonds are formed. They're certainly carbon. Different crystal of carbon like graphite and other forms of carbon are found on Earth. So my theory would be probably the diamonds formed at the time of the flood as the fountains of the deep were broken up and the pressure was exerted from the volcanoes squirting magma through these various areas. I would be willing to discuss that and willing to study it. I don't know an answer. That's just my answer. It either takes lots of time or lots of pressure. I think lots of pressure would do it just as well. Okay?
Can I work with that Superman thing next time that we meet? This is amazing. This is the thing that is amazing about this kind of debates. Of course, you realize here that you're getting a short shrift by a long stretch. We're just finding things that do very rapidly. You have no way to tell if we know what we're talking about or something. Obviously, at least one of us doesn't know what he's talking about. Now, geologists would not only claim that it's scared and listen to for the formation of diamonds. But of course, we all know the geologists are a bunch of dumb people that just got a PhD in geology, and that 70-year-old would understand how diamonds are formed in 6,000 years. That's the message that we're getting tonight over and over. Next question.
Dr. pigliucci, where is the empirical evidence for a chemist or physicist producing a living being from a non-living being, i.e. spontaneous generation?
Right. Okay. Before I answer that, let me get back to this recurring theme that has been brought up several times of the format of the debate. We agreed to the format of the debate weeks ago. Mr. Darwin wanted to change the debate 5 minutes before we started. That is a little bit unfair. It's not exactly a fair tactic. That is why I said let's stick to the regional debate. Next time you want to do a point by point, I'll be very happy to do that. Now, the question was about, the origin of life from non-life. As I said before, we don't have an answer to that. We don't know how life originated. We have some theories. We have some pretty good theories. We have scant empirical evidence, and there are a lot of people, bright people, that are actually spending a lot of time working on it. Does that mean that evolution is wrong? No, it does not. As I said before, evolution has nothing to do with the origin of life. It also doesn't mean that science is wrong. I mean, people have to get out this idea, which unfortunately is inculcated in their minds since by high school teaching, that science is a body of knowledge that is absolutely complete, perfect. We know everything that has been done in God's universe, and therefore we're just here to explain to you. Science is an ongoing dynamic process. We are learning things and we're trying to understand things as we go. As you asked a question like that about a century ago, for example, on how do plants reproduce, the answer would have been, I don't know. Because about a century ago, nobody knew about pollen and nodules. Okay? About a century later, we do know. And you ask a question like this about 120 years ago or 115 years ago about what are genes, nobody would know even what you were talking about. Nobody knew anything about the hereditary mechanisms in the hereditary material. Today we know. So come back in 100 years and maybe I'll have an answer to the origin of life question. I may not, so what? That is the nature of science. It's not about final answers. You find final answers only in books that you find, in the National Enquirer magazine, but not in science.
All right, I solved the mystery. Science Magazine, Antarctic Journal, Science Magazine, Geological Professional Paper, theological professional paper, natural history. I don't have a quote for that one. The picture is from Reader's Digest. The quote is not. I keep track of where I get my pictures from. Okay? I try to document everything just so this type of thing doesn't happen. I never said any of these quotes are from Reader's Digest.
Question concerning spontaneous generation.
I know, but see, I got to go back and defend myself, or he's going to go and tell everybody I believe Superman makes diamonds. Okay? The picture was from Reader's Digest. Spontaneous generation doesn't happen. Evolutionists have to believe in it. He has no other choice. Because he doesn't want God telling him what to do, I think, is the problem.
This question for you. What mechanism limits microevolution to keep it from working on a macroevolutionary level?
What mechanism limits microevolution? Well, the Bible clearly says the animals will bring forth after their kind. The kinds, apparently, those that originally were able to bring forth, reproduce. Now, they may have diversified to the point where they don't normally reproduce. Lions and tigers don't normally breed, but they might have got a common ancestor. They have been bred in captivity. A liger and a tiger have been produced, depending which one is the father or the mother. Even a dolphin and a whale, killer whale, were crossed, and they got a dolphin. One of the, I think San Diego Zoo or Hawaii Zoo, so one of them had the. Anyway, I think the mechanism is a genetic code that simply prevents them from crossing. For instance, humans have 46 chromosomes, chimpanzees have 48. So does tobacco, by the way, it has 48. That proves tobacco and chimpanzees are identical twins. I know the report on saying I believe that. I'm making a joke, folks, okay? I don't believe that. I think if you read in my seminar notebook, I've got a chart showing the chromosome numbers of different various animals. It's kind of a spoof on evolution, showing that it doesn't follow the predicted pattern. I think there is probably a DNA mechanism that prevents this crossing of different kinds. That's designed into it. God said to bring forth after their kind. There's never been an exception to that.
It's interesting that creationists will keep coming up with the word kind, which is not a biological term of any sort. Anytime that I ask the creationist to define exactly what does he mean by kind, I don't get an answer. How many kinds were of Noah's Ark, for example? Want to guess?
Probably about 10,000, I guess.
10,000. If that is true, from 10,000 kinds we got the 7 million species of organisms that live today on Earth, you believe in a heck of a lot more evolution than I do. The distinction between micro and macroevolution is artificial. There is no distinction in the biological theory between micro and macroevolution. Macroevolution is simply microevolution writ large over a very long period of time. There is no difference that anybody can figure out, and I still haven't had a creationist be able to tell me what the difference actually is. Next question.
If evolution is right, what is the purpose of life?
I don't know. I'm not a theologian. I'm not a philosopher. Well, I'm studying to become a philosopher. So maybe 4 years down the road, I might give you some hint to that. I have no idea what the meaning of life is. And if you think you have an idea of what the meaning of life is, great. My personal preferable and preferred answer is the movie from Monty Python. That's where I get my meaning of life. That is a joke. I don't know that biologists are now in the business of giving the meaning of life. The meaning of life is a very serious thing that every single one of us has to look for by himself or herself. And if you want to do it within a religious framework, it's great. If you can find meaning of life within that framework, I have no problem whatsoever. That doesn't have anything to do with evolutionary biologists. Evolutionary biologists, contrary to what creationists think, don't go around teaching atheism and don't go around teaching the meaning of life. We've got nothing to do with it.
To me, it'd be a moot question because evolution isn't right. So you said, if evolution is right, what's the meaning of life? Well, evolution isn't right, so the question is meaningless. I think there certainly is a meaning to life. I think God designed us to have fellowship with Him. I think we were made in His image, and then today, like an old coin in your pocket gets worn out, you can hardly see the image anymore. I think our image is a little, worn out compared to what it used to be. Some folks really don't resemble God at all. But that was, we were originally made in His image, and He designed us to have fellowship with Him. And I'd be glad to introduce you to him afterwards if you'd like.
Dr. Hope, what is the difference between empirical science and origin science?